YouTube, this is DVD Review Studios here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the fantastic film Jurassic World, along with sharing some of my personal opinions on the original three films and the direction I think the franchise is going in. Anyway, Jurassic World is directed by Colin Trevorrow and stars a great cast of Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, plus the two younger actors Nick Robinson and Ty Simpkins, who portray the children in the film. In my opinion, I think Jurassic World as a film is a very worthy sequel to the cinematic masterpiece of Jurassic Park. Not only does it give a great homage to the original 1993 film, but it does it so creatively, which really does add a nostalgic aspect to this movie, since the original film is something many of us today watched when we were very young. The main storyline for the film is very similar to the original Jurassic Park of 1993, and in fact follows a very similar formula for a movie about dinosaurs. A dinosaur theme park, an addition of two children, something going wrong, and of course, raptors. I think this is perhaps the reason why many spectators have gone away after watching this film thinking it's more of a remake than a sequel. However, I found it to be just as interesting and entertaining as the first film, especially as far as the storyline went and how, although similar, it differed in significant areas, making the film seem more credible as a brand new Jurassic Park movie. The acting in the film is done superbly, and I enjoyed how the main focus of the film wasn't directed on just Chris Pratt. He may be considered the main character, but he was introduced a fair 20 to 30 minutes into the movie, which I admired since directors are usually prone to making the introduction of the film revolve around the main character. Pratt's character of Owen was perfectly portrayed as an eccentric figure of leadership, which definitely threw in some laughs into the movie. Plus, the beginning scene with the raptor cage was fantastic and very intense at one stage, and was one of my favourite scenes from the whole movie. Bryce Dallas Howard's character of Claire to me felt extremely unnecessary towards the beginning, and the backstory relating to the family relationship shared with the two children bored me. It just didn't feel genuine, especially when the characters conversed. The emotions shared about Claire supposedly neglecting the children felt extremely forced, and just didn't sell the idea to me. As the film went on, however, towards the end, her acting really did take a turn for the better, which surprised me, and definitely made me feel less hatred for the character. The children I thought were great in this movie in comparison to other child actors from previous films. I especially thought that Ty Simpkins as the youngest of the pair did a fantastic job, and was definitely a huge step up from how he handled the performance of a minor character in the third Iron Man movie. Both children weren't irritating in the slightest and didn't conform to cliché foolishness like typical children do in films. As for the story on a whole, I thought the Indominus Rex was a fantastic element for the plot of the movie to revolve around. I particularly enjoyed the ending fight sequence, which felt like something Jurassic Park fans have wanted for a very long time, especially after the disappointing T-Rex and Spinosaurus fight from Jurassic Park 3, which I thought as a movie was a waste of time. The many Easter eggs placed throughout the film were one of the most pleasing aspects aside from the overall story. I particularly enjoyed how the children stumbled upon the very original Jurassic Park theme park from the first movie, and how the painted mural of the raptors on the wall still remained intact, along with the helmet with goggles from the car in the first film. Plus, very inconspicuously, there's a statue of Richard Attenborough, which I thought was a great tribute and honoured one of the most respected people in cinema. Another small Easter egg that caught my eye especially was in the beginning of the movie, in which the children arrive to a visitors centre type of place, upon which there are holographic displays of the park attractions. On one of the screens is the Mr. DNA character from the first film. In the same place, there was also a Dilophosaurus hologram during the end sequence, which Claire activates in order to confuse a raptor that is chasing after her. The final thing I loved was the use of John Williams' original theme song from the first movie. It was fantastic to hear it once again since it's such an iconic soundtrack to the Jurassic Park franchise. In summary, Jurassic World I thought was a fantastic film that lived up to the standards of the 1993 original movie. It's the sequel we deserved, but unfortunately that we didn't get in 1997 when The Lost World was released. Not that The Lost World is a bad film, I just don't think it was ready for the time it was released. I enjoyed the story of it, but it just fell short of what the first movie was. I'd imagine after the success of Jurassic World, however, and how it didn't contain anything peculiar such as talking dinosaurs, there will definitely be a sequel, perhaps even a new completed trilogy. The movie made a substantial amount of money on opening weekend and broke the record for being the biggest income on an opening weekend with over $500 million. This film will definitely be getting a sequel for sure. I rate this movie a 4 out of 5.